Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's the homie, the big homie, the street wolf, J Legend, with the homie Rocc Marciano.
How you doing?
Alright, you can't see it here, but Rock showed up at my house with purple wheels on the bike. Well, at least he got run flat tires. Because he live in the hood like I live in the hood, so his tires just run flat. So if you ever shooting at his tires, he gonna go another 15 miles with the tires flat with the bullets in. Battle rap opinion. So we got a motherfucking opinion. And as we said before, we want your opinion. We want to know what y'all think about not just our conversations, but what the topics are.
What the topics are.
Yeah, and even if you have a topic you think that's interesting, you should hit us either on social media at JLegend100 on Instagram and Twitter.
At Rocc Marciano on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. Or you can get right here in the comment section because that's the reason for it. And
subscribe, like, share, and don't cost you nothing.
Don't cost you shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to talk about the Mike P and NJT because, you know, I don't like that word. And then we want to talk about the goods. Goods and T-Top.
Goods and T-Top.
Goods and T-Top. But before we get into that, I just want to say, because it's bothering me, man. When we get into that whole NJT battle, man, real shit, that dude Rome, hey, man, salute to you. He doing your thing right now. Yeah, people are loving what you're doing, fam. But you a one biased motherfucker, man.
Can't take your word on anything, dog.
No, not on anything, and that's not a good thing. If you're gonna be blogging on the actual culture, fam. If you're a blogger, of course,
you can't be biased as a blogger.
No, not as biased, because everybody's gonna have a little biasness because we're human and we have our favorites, right? But to be 100% motherfucking biased. Well, we will talk about that.
If you're going to be a blogger and you're going to run with a team, you should be able to critique your team to the best. Not saying you're throwing dirt on their name, but tell them at least their strengths and their weaknesses. That's like somebody want to be a rapper and he trash. I'm not going to tell you you're the next Jay-Z or you're the next thing coming. Nah, you got some shit to work on, my nigga.
No. And if you or someone in your team even remotely put your name next to that, I'll slap the shit out of both of y'all with one swing. Don't even do it. Don't even fucking do it. So, another thing I want to say, man, but you know what? Let's talk about the goods and T-Top first, right? But as we speak on that, I think what URL is doing in between the rounds of these battles, these interludes, are fucking dope.
Yeah,
I think they are dope. Taking guys and making guys call. I'm pretty sure they got these battles set up already.
Yeah,
maybe they don't.
A couple months before.
I still think it's dope that you have these guys in the middle of battles that hundreds of thousands of people are watching. Excuse me, and you having them call motherfuckers out straight there. I think it's dope for the sport.
It's not calling niggas out because you pretty much know who you battling next. Like, alright, for instance, the Big T joint. Big T called out Mike P because Born Legacy Supreme coming out and they supposed to battle.
But the one with the Jack Boy.
Oh, what Jack Boy just saying?
Yeah, I think that was the goods battle.
Yeah, but I think that's hinting to Jack Boy being on the card. Like that's dope. He hinting at him being on the card. But if it's not who we want to see, John the Don.
No, but I think that's what make it fire. Is I agree with you. Some of these battles might already be set up, and this is just another way to promote, right?
Yeah.
I get people talking, right? Which I think it was genius when I saw it, right? But at the same time, they just say they're not set up yet, right? How many people didn't even think about that battle who's going to watch it, and when they see it, like, oh shit, and guess what they're going to do? Jump on social media
and talk
at John or anything and
bring it up.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And now you're pushing that. It's like when I seen Cortez call out Av and O-Red. I fucking loved it. I thought whoever's idea that was, URL or whoever, should start doing shit like that as an interlude.
That nigga need a raise.
Yes,
that nigga needs a raise.
That's a dope interlude. It gives you the promo. It gets you the hype. It gets people fucking talking. It gets people interested.
Hold on. I just thought of this. Because right now we seeing it every one round. Like you see it like for the first round, you see it for the second. What these niggas start doing at every round. Because they cut for the first and the second they cut, and for the second and the third they cut. And already think of the time that takes, not the time that adds onto a video. But then you got to think of in the beginning of a battle, they tell you about a card that's coming up. And the end of it, and they not even tell you about a card. They tell you about a card that's coming up. A nigga who run a sneaker shop in fucking Jersey. A nigga who make jewelry out of noodles in his basement. A nigga who
There's some people who paying for the promo. I pay for the promo on through Trap New York. You pay for the promo,
okay,
and why not? You have the people watching it. I agree with you. If it gets to a point where they have drawn out joints, that's a fucking problem. But these weren't drawn out. They were about 20 seconds, maybe 30. I don't even think they were 30. I think they were like 15, 20 seconds, and they were pretty straight to the point.
But I'm thinking about like this. Everybody's complaining about like how long a nigga rounds are. But sitting there, you click on YouTube and the video 50 minutes. Don't that add into that time?
Yeah, but by
I'm not saying it's a significant amount of time, but don't that add in that time?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I definitely see your point, but I think your point is more valid if you're saying, "Yo, let's not get out of hand with it." The 15 or 20 seconds interlude that was, think about it. When they're transitioning from round to round, that they say round 2 or whatever the fuck, it's still that amount of time anyway. So that's why I thought it was a very intelligent thing, because you're transitioning from one person's side of their round or from one total round into the next. Whether it be my side of the first round going into your side of the first round, or if it's just our complete first round, now we're going into the second. Either way, as long as they keep it controlled, where it's like 15 seconds.
Hold on. You're not gonna tell me they're gonna keep a score clock, a time clock on the nigga commercial. Yeah. We're not gonna keep a time clock on the nigga battle around. Get the fuck out of here.
Hold on. But they have to do it, because that's part of the promotion. Like anytime you pay for any sort of advertisement, they'll tell you you're gonna pay a different price for 15 seconds than you want 30 seconds. And if your URL, which you're not charging these guys to call somebody out, that don't make sense. You want the hype around the battles that you're trying to line up, right? What I'm saying is, that little 15 seconds of the transition time, it's already happening when you're putting the actual text that says round 1. Yeah, but that's already a 7 to 10 second transition, right? Well, and I'm talking editing for those who understand editing. These are little transitions that's already happening. Why not use it like that? As long as you keep it controlled. As long as it's not no long drawn out shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as it don't get crazy like you're doing it like a constant thing. Now you got 50 of them shits in there. No, we're not talking about that. But one or two, I think it's a dope thing, man. And again, it gets people talking. And it kind of forces battles. Because let's think of some of the best battles that you wanted. It only happened because people wanted it back.
But the reason why I don't see it forcing battles is because it's not like it's something you don't know. It's not like Cortez going up there, he telling you for instance, he want math or some shit like that. These are niggas he been calling out. Yeah. And like it's been supposed to be set up. Like he called out over at Ave. And he been calling out. It's not like these niggas is new. It's new niggas that he added to his list. Nah.
No, I see what you're saying. I'm saying that there's a lot of people out there who let's just say they're not on social media. They don't have time for all that shit. But you got your little moment to watch this battle. When you see that little call out, it's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You hype. And again, as long as it's controlled.
Yeah.
We don't want no drawn out. As long as it's controlled.
I mean, every good thing needs regulation.
Yeah, of course. So now, T-Top versus GOODZ.
T-Top versus GOODZ. I say GOODZ 2-1, possibly 3-0. And I've watched it twice. I watched the battle twice. I personally think, I don't know anybody that can beat GOODZ 3 rounds. His aura and how he moves on the stage, the way he talks to niggas, you can't do nothing with it. Like, I think to beat GOODZ, you're going to have to get up there. Daylight could probably do it. if he get a gallon of Henny costume or like a cup.
Nah, I don't want to see no fucking costume. If you want to do anything against Goods, I wouldn't mind, as always. One of my favorite things about rap is Daylight when he put that ski mask on. So that will be cool. Anything beyond that is too fucking much. In this battle, I had Goods 2-1. I'm on Twitter. Before I went to go get Rocc over here with his purple tires, I was just watching the battle again, this being the third time, and I still have it the same way. I have Goods 2-1. I have.
What rounds you got?
Yeah, I got Goods round 2 and 3. I think T-Top went crazy that first round.
Yeah, T-Top did good in the first round. I think he died out more towards the second and third. Like, it was a decline after the second and third. And I think, like...
He went so crazy in that first. I kind of knew it, though. Like, watching how he just came swinging in that first, I was like, damn. Because if this is one of them battles where it's not a time round, then you're going to punch yourself out, man. You're going to punch yourself out. And what are you going to have for 2 or 3 rounds? So if you wrote a 5-minute round,
and you had to,
how do you keep that fire against Goods for, you know, yeah, like, that's just not...
It's hard.
Yeah, it's difficult. I won't even lie. I was disappointed in Goods' first round. And for a second there, I said, oh, shit. It's going to be a long fucking night. And I was wrong.
I thought it was also. But Goods knows how to control the room. From big stages, like we seen them on. Even small rooms. That Goods and Billy Boondock shit. Yo, that was crazy. Goods was in clowning this nigga, had me feeling bad for the nigga. I don't even know.
You know, Billy Boondocks, I don't know what it was in that situation, but I've seen some of his other battles way before the Goods battle. First off, when I heard that matchup, I didn't understand that matchup.
No, I think that was just some like, yo, he's here.
For the name type shit.
Yeah. My man's here. He got some bars for you. Yeah. All right, cool.
Well, yeah, that's possible.
And I think that's the same card that
yeah, it's Clips and
Clips and somebody, but did it
Show Off in St. Mike.
Yeah, right. so I think it was Cortez, even Cortez and what's the dude name? Ishmullah did something. I think.
I haven't seen it. If it's out, I haven't seen it. But I thought that Billy Boondock, some of the battles I've seen him in, I thought he was, you know, better than that. I don't think he's really good. I'm just saying I thought he was better than that. And he was definitely funny on the interview I heard him on Angry Fan.
Yeah,
he had me in tears, man. That dude is an entertaining guy. Like I said, as far as his battle, I think he's alright, man. But I thought that he was way better than what he showed. I don't know what that was about. But
it just got in his head. Like, I don't know if he's ever been to New York and he battled in New York.
Okay.
But he's one of those, from what I've heard and what I've seen, like he's one of those one of those niggas who got bars all the time. Who just he loves the culture. So it's just like he'll battle anywhere, anytime. No money, all the money in the world, and just to have fun with it, and I like that.
I completely respect that. But I thought T-Top came out in that second.
It was lackluster.
Yeah, it was like, man, I don't know if that whole little argument in that second that he had with Goods about talking to his man. I was kind of like, I don't know why Goods was doing that though.
I think that's good. That's good. It's like throw off or throw niggas off. Like he'll sit there, he'll listen to you, but he's talking shit while he's listening to you. Yeah. I don't know. I think the aura Goods put off is, like I said.
Please stop saying this shit.
That's dope.
Please stop saying
that
shit. Please
stop
saying that shit.
It's the truth.
Please stop saying that. I don't want to fucking hear that aura and all this winning battles. Get the fuck out of here.
The way Goods, I think personally, the way Goods, so he's one of those niggas. The way he talks is the way he battles. Like he's one of those niggas who was in high school who's just gonna cut your ass just to cut your ass.
There was somebody on it might have been my homie DJ. There was somebody I was talking to on Twitter who always says that he's like Goods don't even rap. He talks.
He talks.
He talks. He's like he's not even rapping. Me personally, I felt like T-Top was kind of flat in that round, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was thrown off by that whole little
battle was
disagreement.
like that. The whole battle was like that. Other than the first, because hold on, I'm sure T-Top went first, right?
T-Top won
T-Top went first.
T-Top won.
T-Top went first, and then I think like he had that confidence when he went in there on the first. That's why he went in there and had such a hot head of steam. Then like after Goods went, it was like, damn, this nigga's really out here rapping. He really can rap. And he felt bad for himself. That's what I think. I don't know.
He thought he felt bad for himself?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because T-Top, I like him. And I liked him more when he was in UFF because it was different. But now I see him, it's just like, oh, you gonna talk about the drug talk about nigga? Like you ain't have not one good day in your life, my nigga.
Yeah.
You ain't get to run. You ain't get to
You don't
play baseball.
Want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
You ain't get to play basketball with your friends.
No, fuck that.
You ain't driving fancy cars like that.
I want to hear T-Top talk the way he talk. Just how people like Suge for the shit he do. I like T-Top for the shit he do, and this is the reason why. It comes off very authentic.
It does. It does.
I'm one of the people I feel like when T-Top raps that shit, I feel like almost like he's talking for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the lifestyle I came from. So when I hear that shit, some of the things he's saying, some of the details in there, it's almost like you had to have really went through this type of shit.
But, all right. That's after hearing it and you hearing it on YouTube. I'm not gonna go crazy. A nigga tell you he sold drugs to his mom in the crowd. Like, it just don't hit me. It don't hit me. Like, I don't know. I guess it's because I never had to. My mom was straight ass like a motherfucker. That shit just don't hit me. Like, my mom's never a feed. Like, I know who my dad was. Like, ain't no runaway dog, nothing like that. Nah. My granny lived, so she was well in her 80s. Nah. I don't know.
Third round.
Goods.
Yeah, I say Goods. I think Goods went in on that round.
Actually,
it started off pretty close. I thought that T-Top had a decent third round.
He did.
And I thought it was neck and neck, and then a little bit later on, Goods just
One
went.
thing I can say, with T-Top, I think he lyrically broke Goods down the best I've ever heard him broke down. About his style and everything. And each round he did it. And that's what it's like a blurry line, because even though he was in there breaking Goods down, it seemed like what Goods was saying, like Goods jokes and his bars, well, they're the same shit, honestly, but his jokes had more power than the shit T-Top was kicking. And that shit he said, something Good said. What Good said? Good said something about like, if it's real beef, we don't drive by, we walk up.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was in the first round.
Yeah, that was in the first round. Like, Goods, the way Goods put shit visually, you could see it better. You can paint that picture better.
Okay, but does he paint the picture to the point where you do what you do when you listen to Illmac? When you close your eyes.
Oh, this thing's crazy.
With the candles. Remember, if you go back and listen to the episode where we were talking about Massacre 3, this man admitted that he meditates to Illmax.
Ain't no meditation. Like, you can sit there and wait. It's like the way he paints his pictures is vivid. Illmax paints vivid pictures when he raps. The same thing Goods, like, Goods.
You said you did it.
Yeah,
you
like,
said you did it.
You can close your eyes and really think about this shit and see it. Like, Goods another one, like, you can actually see that. Goods is probably, I want to say, he probably, like, rounded in my top 6 in my top 5. If I had to count the top 5, Goods would probably come like number 6. Okay. And he can be an interchangeable 5. Just off the fact he'll be there because he don't battle as much as I think he should.
Well, I actually I had Goods on my podcast, J Legend Effect. I'll put the link to that episode in my bio, in the description box. I had a dope conversation with Goods, and we talked about his music too. I actually like some of his music, and on that episode, I played clips of his music.
That's another thing too. Like, Goods' music sound like him battling. It's not like how certain people battle and they make music and it's two different things and it sound like they so drastically apart. Nah, Goods' battles sound like his music. So that's another thing that made it good.
Yeah, I mean, the last project he just put out, Life is Goods, to me it sounded different. It sounded than his other projects. It sounded like more music. I can see the point that you're saying. There are songs where he does sound like that,
Yeah.
and it ain't necessarily a bad thing when you listen to it with the beat and everything. But I actually like that project. A few songs, and I played some of them a clip of them songs on that episode. So make sure you check
Speaking
it
about
out.
his music and his radio his personality outside of rap, you could possibly say this a 4-0. Cause he whooped that ass. If you want to go back to Funkmaster Flex show, he had T-Top looking crazy. Well, T-Top made himself go up there and look crazy.
But yo, T-Top was smart in his first round to address
that. Yeah, that's smart.
You know why? Because he kind of took that angle away also by bringing it up the way he did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way he handled it.
But if you watch GOODZ, but if you ever watch like GOODZ older battles, GOODZ not one of those people who sit there and pinpoint shit about his opponent's life. Like he gonna talk more about how he better than you than how you fucking up.
Yeah, I agree. Now let's jump over to the police battle. Now, if you ever listen to me talk about NJT, I'll let you say the name. You will hear me always say, I think the dude has potential. He has an awkward style, and that makes him interesting. But his name is hard. I feel like I gotta take a round away from him for his name.
This is a quick top. This is a quick question I got to ask you and everybody who watching. Would you like to see? Because I just after seeing New Jersey Twerk and Mike P again, this is the second time I've seen it. Would you like to see New Jersey Twerk versus Tech Nine?
No.
Why not?
No.
They both unorthodox styles.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I need to see that. That's a rookie versus vet match I want to see.
It's gonna be a boring match.
What?
I think New Jersey will take that. I think New Jersey will take that. I haven't seen nothing from Tech Nine in a long time.
Razor blades and paper plates.
Hold on.
Razor blades and paper plates.
Hold on. That's when he was the man. Like, if you listen to him his last few battles, he went away from what made him dope. I think, like, go back and watch Tech Nine battles, the last few. I think he went away from like, he was funny. He was entertaining. He was all that.
So you don't like him on the Champion Show?
I never watched it. I never watched it. I will watch it, but I'm not. See, here's my thing with watching blogs. I don't like to. And even, again, I have a separate podcast where we talk about real life shit, current events, so on and so forth, with interviews from up-and-coming rappers, comedians, singers. The point being is, I don't really like listening to other people's show because I don't ever want people to feel like I took something from them. And I don't ever want to get in the habit of hearing somebody else's shit and saying, you know what, I want to do that topic. Because here's, like, as far as us doing the battle rap joints, of course, you're going to do the same.
It's such a small bubble in the battle rap realm. It's just like, what else you going to talk about?
But
what's on the plate?
Of course, 100%, right? But the thing, too, is you don't ever want to find yourself, and this goes from everybody, even if you're starting your own podcast about, I don't know, fucking turtles and different sands around the world and shit. Point being is, you don't want to get in the habit of sounding like somebody or possibly coming off as if you're taking somebody's style or anything like that, or even their format, so to speak. What I like about the whole champion thing that I've seen, I've never watched the episode, I've seen clips on social media. I like how it got almost like the professional feel to it, like the whole suits.
Nigga, they stole that shit from Stephen Q. From Stephen A. Smith and them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. But I thought it was dope to do that in a battle rap.
It's different in a battle rap scene.
Yeah, like battle rap thing. And then how dope was that instead of battling with motherfuckers, they went and got guys who's already known to do that. And then when you really think about it, it's even more smarter because think about the following all them guys already had.
True. And
now you brought it all to one show. And guess what? From what I've been hearing, their show is #1 over a bunch of other shit I don't fully know. But that's just what I'm seeing on social media. And if that is true, salute to them guys too. But I don't like watching people's show because I don't ever want to feel like I'm taking somebody's style. And then if I feel like I disagree with something he said, I'm not going to get the opportunity to talk to them about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just be like, yo, fuck it. And
I only seen snippets of it.
you and I had so many conversations about battle rap before we even started doing this shit.
Yeah.
Same thing with my homegirl, Bar Broad. Salute to you. My homeboy, Phil Ford. They were on my other podcast, the J Legend Effect, talking about battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And like at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I have a great time talking on Twitter about all this stuff and everything. And I was just like, why not? Why not? Me and you sit here, or whoever I can get, have a conversation about stuff that we always tweeting about any fucking way, or we having a conversation anyway. So, but let's get back to a little NJ and
NJ and Mike, please.
Yeah, and the police.
With that, you know, what's your verdict on that?
2-1 police, and in the third, that man was on another planet.
I like this first. I say first and third Mike P.
That's what I had it. First
and third Mike P. I don't know about anyone else, but when you did the day when you in Daylight and you did the Street Fighter shit. Matter of fact, you and Tink when y'all did the Street Fighter, when you did the Street Fighter shit and that, A1. You brought me back to my childhood. When you and Daylight went at it and Daylight brought it back to you, I thought that was cool. And when you did it again, fire. The Vegeta shit you did, brilliant.
I wanted to stop though.
Why?
Go ahead. No, I want you to finish your thought.
Nah, I thought that was dope. Mike brings something different. It's not he does the gun bars. He doesn't oversaturate him with gun bars. He does the wordplay. I never seen a rebuttal. The way he puts his shit together, he can do multis. He can speed his shit up and slow it down. I think that's dope. I don't know if I can't say because I don't know if he's sitting down and writing with the yellow tape dudes, but I can see you getting like a little bit more getting wordplay. Not saying you taking anything from Newborn, but I see that like Newborn style kind of rubbing off on you, where you can talk about everything and make it make sense, if that makes sense. Like you're not far out your realm when you do stuff like that. I think that's dope. That's dope. You're becoming a well-rounded battler, and the more I see you, the better you get to me. But this last battle, you and New Jersey Twerk, this was the victory everybody wanted. Everybody said you needed a clear victory, and this was it for you. You got it.
No, they got motherfuckers on here talking about 3-0 NJT.
These niggas is sipping bathwater somewhere. I'm not believing that.
I'm thinking I gotta be some coke in that bathwater they drinking. I don't know what's going on.
Rome DMV, I seen that earlier, and it's just like, dog, I can't listen to anything you say. Salute to you for your following and what you bring to the culture, but I can't listen to anything you say about battles when it comes to any of the dudes from the DMV area, because you're a goonie, you biased. You're not gonna tell me Twerk won all 3 rounds? All 3 rounds? Nah.
Then he said 2-1. People were arguing him. I'm just like, yo, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, fam. I really don't.
Twerk came in his first, I believe. He looked like he lost most of it. He forgot most of his shit. Then he looked like every time the crowd went crazy, he really lost himself. And that the overreaction from the crowd could play a part in it, but it took him a little while longer than it did usually to get his shit back.
I definitely liked his second round.
The second round was dope.
I still thought the police had a good
I want to get this clear because I seen and I heard this earlier. Listening to Angry Fan Show, I don't give a fuck what no one says. In that building, y'all did not know a pterodactyl.
Stop
on your fucking head. Y'all niggas knew it from Power Rangers is one of the dinosaurs that got together to make the Megazord. Y'all did not know that was a part of your hand. I don't give a fuck what no one says.
How is that a part of your hand? A pterodactyl's a fucking dinosaur.
Look, no, it's a muscle in your hand called it's not exactly pronounced pterodactyl, but it sounds like the dinosaur.
He said pterodactyl. I said, get the fuck out of here. If it wasn't that I knew we was gonna end up talking about this.
He said tear, meaning you rip.
Yeah.
A dactyl. A dactyl is a part of your hand.
Listen, when I heard that shit, if I'm wrong, I am wrong.
I had to Google it. I'm not gonna lie, and I Googled it after the fact because I said I
heard
heard it 2 times.
in your arm. You
a dactyl. A dactyl is a muscle in your hand and
you
arm.
can tear a dactyl.
Yeah, you can tear it. You can tear it. It's a muscle you can tear.
Okay.
But like I said, after listening to the Angry Fans show, I watched the battle the first time and thought like, all right, it's a cool line. You reach.
Fuck it was. I didn't want to watch it.
Hearing it was like, that's all right. It's a cool line. You reach, but all right, I kind of get it. Whatever. Listen to the Angry Fan show. Then when they was talking about it, I really had to look it up on Google.
Who said
like, huh?
Who said it was something in your hand, and then you went and Googled it?
I believe Tony Bro. Tony Bro
was said.
Nah, that's a small nigga.
I'm not saying that.
So I just want an Angry Fan.
I want to know. I want to be clear because what I'm saying is I'm not too much of a man to apologize. So if I'm in the wrong for going in, because the moment he said that shit, the moment he said it, I was gonna launch my phone. I was watching the battle on my phone, 5 o'clock in the morning on my way to work. And I'm like, when he said that shit, I started squeezing my phone. I was about to launch my shit left-handed.
No, my thing is, when I listen to battles, the first time I listen to battles on the phone, or whatever I'm listening to, I'm just listening for the bars, reaches and all that. And I try not to pay too much attention to the crowd, because if a nigga fart on stage, the crowd is going to go crazy.
Oh.
You heard that gas? Oh, shit.
Yeah, I hate that
shit. I hate that shit.
I fucking hate it. So, in closing, if I am in the wrong, NJT, I apologize. Then in that case, that was a very good line because who the fuck else would know? But it was a risky line.
It was a risky tip. But I'm saying, like, ain't that every battle? Every battle,
yeah,
like every battle, take a risk. Take a risk so far as doing something. If it's not a prop they bringing on stage, they bringing up an angle that could hit, it couldn't hit. So I salute you for taking it, for being man enough to take that risk and being out there on the big stage. I know that
people ain't gonna be googling this shit. People not gonna be googling. Once it sound crazy, you lose the interest. And I'm not the only one who feels that way. There's a lot of people who felt that. Once they heard that shit, they was like, "What?"
It was like when I first heard, like I said, I thought it was a reach. I thought it was a reach. Like, whatever. I listened to the Angry Fan show, listened to their argument, and they brought it up, and I was like, "What the fuck? These niggas don't know what they talking about." I googled it for myself. I was like, "Oh shit! All right, cool." But this brings up the question. So does this make Twerk a better since he's like putting bars in bars?
No.
Or bringing up shit you never heard?
No. Alright.
Oh no.
Follow me, Rocc Marciano,
Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. Check me out, J Legend 100. If you want to listen, if you don't got time to watch it on YouTube or you want to save your battery, you go on Mixcloud and watch it listen like that, and eventually we'll be on iTunes and shit. If not, well, this is one that we did on video. The other ones we haven't did on video, but we'll try to get you as much footage as we can. It's not always possible, right? Yeah, so thank you for watching. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you share it. That's the most important part. And we want your opinions.
It's free.
So
some niggas like free shit.
Yeah,
it's free.
Like free shit. Oh, by the way, the beat that you hear on the intro and outro is from the homie Skeptic. You can check him out. I have his email address inside the description box. Make sure you check that out, alright? So salute to all of y'all. We appreciate you for taking your time. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.